I'm ready. Oh my gosh, let's do this. Come on, baby. So far, that's better, that's better, that's better. Yeah! We have had a lot of fun and some good feedback from you guys about these snow skis for the Aeroscout, which I'm making because of an awesome 3D printer out of my own house. I'm not just stickers that another company made or selling a shirt that another company made. This is really awesome that I've been able to make these skis and bring them to life and sell them to you guys if you're interested. And I thought with this fluffy snow that we have, look at this guys, it's not just, it's starting to pack down a little bit, but it's still very fluffy on top. It was not functioning that well in the fluffy snow. And Abby and I, we talked about it, and I did some research on snow skis and what makes them effective. And
you started with a blue one on the first takeoff in this video, and now it's green.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. This is the end of this experience now. And this is the end result, which is really cool. And I kind of want to take you guys through the ups and downs of this. But the front snow ski was just really small. In fact, it's in the back of the car. I just forgot it's way over there. If you notice, what was happening was we'd sit this on the snow and I'd throttle it and it would just sink down in. Imagine taking a butter knife and setting it vertically in the snow. It's just going to cut right down through the snow. But if you turn it sideways and give it more surface area, it's less likely to sink down in the snow. The front ski on the Aeroscout, because this is a pusher prop and it's mounted up in the rear, when that gives it throttle, it's like a fulcrum. It pushes it down, and that ski just wasn't enough to keep it lifted. Fingers crossed.
That's even worse.
So I thought, yeah, the existing one works really well on ice or packed snow. Got a steerable front nose wheel.
Oh boy, I'm scared.
Look at it. Yeah! Here we go. Oh!
Ran out of ice.
Well, it works on the asphalt. I gotta go around. Nope, yep, okay. But it needs an improvement.
So you added the rubber band.
So I added the rubber band to give it lift, just like what this one's doing. And we came back out another time, I think that was the third or fourth time. And I think it did help, but it still just wasn't going to happen. So back to the drawing board.
Oh! Oh, that's so close.
And I realized I needed to actually, it was all Abby's idea. I needed, this is slightly wider, not by much. I didn't want to.
That was Nate's idea.
Yeah, but to lengthen was Abby's idea. So we did an inch on the back there and a couple inches on the front to get this now out in front of the Aeroscout. And with that tension pulling on that while it's on the ground, that gets the snow to slide under the ski rather than it just digging down in. Seems very simple and obvious, right? But it took us 3, 4, 5 rounds for me to figure it out and make it work. But that's what today's flight and video is all about. So let's go.
Take 3 at the airport?
Yeah.
Or 4?
It might be 4. I think we've had 4 attempts at this.
I've lost track.
Okay.
Good luck, Daddy.
Ready?
Ready.
We still got some fluffy snow. I've made a drastic improvement, drastic change to that front landing gear. I even did research on snow skis for this, so leave a like for research. Here we go. I'm ready. Oh my gosh, let's do this. Come on, baby. So far, that's better, that's better, that's better. Yeah! Whoa! It worked! Oh my gosh, that's very rewarding feeling. Look at that snow ski up front, Abby. It's because of the rubber band. It's like pitching it forward because I didn't want it to get caught digging down into the snow. So it's like springs. You know, it's really good. That might be a little extreme, but let's get a shot of that as it flies by. I mean, we have so much lift right now. So the back snow skis can also have that kind of pitch deal going too if you put rubber bands on them, but I didn't think they really needed it. And I have my rubber band tension pretty high right now, which is why that one's at such a steep angle, but you saw it on the ground. When it's actually on the ground, it's not that bad. So a very small snow ski that's, well, let's just try a touch and go first and I'll talk about it. Can this work? Please let this work. Oh, it hit something. I hit ice, I think, but it's okay. It's okay. It'll test the ruggedness. Let's see if I can, okay, I just gotta get out.
Oh, you're dug in now.
Snow skis hit this.
Oh, you hit a chunk of ice? Oh my gosh. What's up?
It broke.
What broke?
My snow ski.
Aww.
Came in for a touch and go at some good speeds. Hit this on the runway, which is a giant chunk of ice. It dislodged it from the runway. That went rolling, and unfortunately, this is the first time I've had one of these break. It snapped that, and because that's my leading edge, this is now digging into the snow rather than gliding along on top of it, and it's causing me to not be able to take off, which is so frustrating because these held up to ice takeoffs and landings and touch and goes on the lake, which was solid ice. It isn't even moving.
As the prop moves. Oh,
oh yeah, man.
Oh,
yeah. Man, that chunk was enough to just break my landing gear, but this seems to have worked. I think I just need to swap one out and give this one more.
Bring extras.
I feel like bringing extras jinxes it, but clearly not.
Take 5.
One nice thing about these skis is they are very easy to swap out. So I thought, look at that wind shifting the thing back there. I thought we'd have to come back tomorrow morning, but it is in fact same night with a new set of skis on. Well, just the one that broke. So here we go. Fingers crossed. That's the wind. And too much wind. I'll just aim it down the road.
It's skied though.
The wind kicked me pretty hard. Okay, it's picking up. The wind is picking up pretty bad. So there we go. The rudder control is nice on this. Look at that. It's skimming right along the way it's supposed to.
Left.
Yeah, there we go. And it holds you down. It's very similar to flying off of water. The snow just kind of holds you down until it doesn't. You know, as far as flight performance goes, this doesn't really seem to affect the way it flies too much. It might be a little heavier than those wheels, but not significantly. It's not noticeable. So when the Aeroscout has these skis on in the air, it feels just about the same. I think I definitely don't have Expo in here, so it feels twitchy. I'm so used to Expo now, which is crazy because I used to hate on Expo, but it's been fun. I've had a lot of ups and downs and different feelings with these snow skis, trying to get it perfect. Oh, come on. I had to turn. You know what though? It is functioning on this fluffy snow and I'm so happy. It's really cool. It's funny seeing my one blue ski on there. I don't know, do you guys like the whole progress and development of this? I started with someone else's idea, just so you know. I'm not trying to take credit for something that I didn't think of originally. Now, I do have a few original ideas that I'm working on right now, and I'm very excited about them, but they're more intricate than this. I had a good friend, Roger, message me, hey man, think about some snow skis. I found someone that had kind of like a base model of these online with a free Creative Commons monetization, all green go, and I'll link their original idea in the description box. So if anyone has a 3D printer, you can print it, but what you can't print are my new modified skis, and they also have, they're under a license that is free to modify. So, you know, I did the modification to this to make it longer and displace the snow better, and I think it does function way better than the original design for fluffy snow. But if you're just flying off of ice, that original design that I also have for sale on the Etsy store works just fine too. I'm considering, I don't know how I want to do this yet. It's all still a work in progress, but I think I'm going to offer both sets for people. If you want more fluffy snow flying, this is the way to go. Look at that, it just works perfectly. If you want more ice flying, just go with the smaller nose gear. Lift, baby. There you go. Oh, I hit an ice block. I hit it hard. So we'll see how it held up. I'm honestly surprised it broke when it did, because I have hit ice off of the lake and it was not a problem. So from here, it looks fine. I think it's totally fine. It's held up really well. I just think it hit at the wrong angle, that giant ice block. So anyway, let's do one final landing. And also, because I broke one, and I hadn't really considered what happens if a person breaks one, I think I might even offer each one of these individually, so a person can just buy one replacement. It might cost like a little bit more to buy just one individually, just because of like shipping costs, and I might have to do it like made to order. You know, there's all kinds of facets to this that I'm learning, so bear with me. But man, this progress of all this has been amazing. Here we go. Look at that, glides right along. Let's see if that blue one broke, because that's the one that hit hard down there. All right, the blue hit, I saw it, and hopefully Abby got it good enough on camera. That thing hit so hard, it was like wiggling when it took off. It is still rock solid. I knew that the one that broke on this side was a fluke. That rock that it hit was just standing upright, and it was a solid chunk of ice, and it just caught the wrong angle. So I've hit the ground pretty hard on this. I wouldn't want to sell. I hate letting you guys know about something that another company makes and it's maybe not so good. I certainly don't want you to buy something with the wrong expectations that I am providing. So, you know, as I say, if this was 2
feet...
It is
plastic.
Yeah, it's plastic. But it has to be, I think, for me to be able to make it. but
they're steel, I'm pretty sure rock versus plastic rock will always win. I think that's how we were taught as children.
I'm so happy with how this has gone, though, because I started with the basis of a couple other ideas, and now I've made a performance improvement. All my life, this whole decade or more of doing YouTube videos, if a product isn't up to my opinion of what is snuff, then I just say it ain't up to snuff. And you may still buy it, you may not, until another product comes along. This is the first time ever I've been able to demonstrate. I know it's just an accessory, but man, this has been really fun. And it's all thanks to that Bamboo Lab printer. I couldn't do this if not for that printer. I will have that linked in the description box below, because it's mind-blowing how amazing and easy access it makes 3D printing, how that thing is. It's awesome. But I made an improvement on an existing thing, right? And I've never been able to impact a product or a thing like this that's functional in my life before. But because of this and taking the time to learn it and stuff, I've been able to pop out this awesome improvement, in my opinion, for fluffy snow at least, to have this longer. That might seem like nothing to you guys, but I'm really proud of this. So this whole setup, like if you don't have an Aeroscout, you need one. It's linked in the description box below. It comes ready to fly and bind and fly.
Will those fit on anything else though?
I don't know yet. I haven't tested it. They might. Maybe it'd be awesome if you guys bought one and then just tried to hold it up to your other tricycle landing gear airplanes and see if it does. I'll also do the same. But there's a lot of people that have this airplane. It doesn't cost a lot. It's super functional. I love that the prop is mounted up in the rear. There's just a lot. We all love the Aeroscout. So I wanted to make a functional, awesome accessory for the Aeroscout. We're in the snow now. Tons of other people are too. So that's why this exists here. And now I'm addicted to the 3D printing. So everything that made this video possible, which also is the AMA, the Academy of Model Aeronautics, I couldn't have done any of this without the confidence that the AMA gives me to know that I can fly here safely. And if I need questions about the hobby and safety and government affairs and stuff, I can pick up the phone and call them, and they've got an answer for me. And if they don't, they're going to follow up. And it's because I'm a member. So AMA, the Academy of Model Aeronautics, they'll be linked in the description box below, but they're an insurance program for those of us that fly RC planes. They represent us, and the FAA, which is insane, wants to regulate us flying foam toys. The AMA represents us with those government affairs, which I think is worth every single penny. But there's other perks too, like your monthly magazine subscription, the fact that you've got insurance, and the list goes on and on. Linked below. Airplane linked below. Skis that I make out of our house, linked below. If you want to support us directly, awesome. Thank you guys. Even maybe if you don't have an Aeroscout, maybe buy a set and see if it works on any planes you have. That'd be amazing. and let me know, is there something cool that you'd like to see me make and provide to the RC world? You just never know where this could bring us. Let's talk about the rubber band here before it gets too dark and we get too cold. There is a hook, a loop on the front of this. Can you see that little hole there? Just shove your rubber band through, loop it in itself, so it's just a simple knot. And then the back legs, I would basically just take it up and over and tie it as tight as I could, just to give it some tension up. That's pretty simple. This one was a little harder. I had to twist it around and tie it, and I used the screw. Okay, let me get this side. I had to use that screw that holds the, it's like a set screw, but the head on it is big enough to wrap the rubber band around when it's tight. So I tied a knot and I wrapped it around up there, and it doesn't interfere or impede the steering ability, and it functions extremely well, and it's not sliding down. So if you're gonna do that like me, there you go. That was just a cheap pack of rubber bands from the dollar store, and I think it helps the functionality quite a bit. Also, my 3D printer, basically everything that you saw in the video today, it's all gonna be linked in the description box below. I wanna say massive thanks to God for blessing me with the time and the ability to jump in front of the camera. A big thanks to Abby for the patience of coming out to do one video 5 times. I think it was 5 times to make this happen. Thank you, Abby. I'm just so grateful for all the blessings in my life, including you guys. Hope you know that we care about you, we love you, and we thank you for the support that you give us. It means the world to us. I want to say a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters too, because you guys support us very directly, financially, and it means so much to us. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Now, we did a couple other videos with this. We flew it off of a frozen lake with these skis. If you missed that video, we'll have that popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. No way. No way.
That's like 10 inches of snow.
Yeah, Abby said, okay, before we go, you got to test it on the really, really thick, powdery snow. I said, Abby, I don't know. I think it might sink in. And first try, baby.
It's awesome.
Oh, it is awesome. I'm going to
land it.
I'm going to try a touch and go. Like, here we go. I'll swing it around and I'll kind of take off left to right there if I can. We'll see. Ooh, come on.
Ooh, easy.
Yeah, I know. Touch and go at a funny angle. We don't normally fly over here. It didn't sink in on that. Was no, I'm sure that it created a little hole there.
It did.
But it worked. Whoa.
You took off, so that's awesome. And kind of landed.